Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that interests you, feel free to check out any other content on the channel as well as interact with this video if you feel called to. Today's reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, career messages and advice for what you need to know. All right, let's go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what do they need to know about career? Three of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Okay. Son of Cups. Clarify Son of Cups. Okay. I'm getting this energy of like, so basically a connection kind of, met its end, or there's a relationship that's like fading, or, is you're not really feeding your energy into it. So it could be, this environment, you just feel like you don't want to keep giving your energy to it, or you don't have enough energy to keep giving to it. It's almost like there's, with the Ten of Swords here, I just feel like it's done. There's no more energy, there's no more life. But the thing about the Ten of Swords is, it's symbolic of completion, but also new beginnings, because once something completes, something new can begin. And so following this, we have the Son of Cups. And the Son of Cups is a Knight card, which is symbolic of pursuing the heart's desires, pursuing something creative, a creative endeavor, a passionate endeavor, something that you can put your heart into. So it's like, at first we started with the Three of Pentacles, and there's no like heart here. This is a Pentacle card. So it feels kind of like, strictly for business or benefit. And honestly, it feels a little bit transactional. And so moving over here to the Son of Cups, it feels like, okay, this is where the heart is at. Okay, so I feel like you could have an interest or a passion regarding, spirituality, or what else am I getting? Transition. Helping to spread knowledge in some way. So there could be some teaching there. Helping people break habits. So that could have to do with, if you want to work with people who are trying to release addictions, habits, living patterns that are just not conducive to their full potential. And so I feel like you're trying to support individuals with just becoming aware and awake. So I just feel like you have a passion around that. Even with this Six of Wands card, and then Three of Cups here. You want to build, okay, so hold on, because I'm looking at this Three of Cups as opposed to this Three of Pentacles. So I feel like you're wanting to focus your work more on relationship versus, like transaction, or how to, there's just a difference. You want to be able to connect with people more. So not to say that your current work or past work was bad. It just seems like you want to be closer to people. You want to have a different form of impact with your work. That's related more so to what you're passionate about and what your gifts are. Okay, let's keep going here. Honestly, some of you, it has to do with creating an object or creating a plan, like a step-by-step guide for something. So I feel like your intuition or desire is guiding you to create something like that. What else is going on? I also, okay, hold on. This is a specific message. Somebody in particular is creating like a detox thing, a way to cleanse the body. I'm getting that from here because if you look, all these people are drinking. And if you ever watch any kind of like reality show or anything like that, even like the whole Love is Blind thing, they literally do not drink water. So, yeah, Spirit brought my attention to this right here. And so this person is like, again, trying to get them to wake up and pay attention to things like, so I feel like you could be interested in creating some sort of detox product. They could be, more of a herbal thing or some sort of recipe or something. But I just feel like you have this interest in specific work that pertains to, helping more on a relationship level and spiritual level. Interesting. Anything else? Acceptance. So this gives me like have your cake and eat it too type of thing. Slice of the pie, carving out time. But with this card, it's about accepting that whatever you create and put out to the public or, present to people, you have to accept, their feedback. Whenever you make a product, whenever you put yourself out there for any kind of work, put yourself out there at all, you have to be willing to accept that the feedback. Anything else here, Spirit? I feel like some of you could feel defeated by that because we did have this Ten of Swords here. And so if feedback and critique is coming at you, or you're getting it and are having trouble processing it, I do feel you have the Strength card, which is about emotional regulation, really taking a hold of fear and confronting it and working through your fears, being strong, and balancing emotions when you need to. And we also have the Lovers card, which is pure alignment with highest and best good. So, and then we have Seven of Pentacles, which is a card of progression. It comes right before Eight of Pentacles. And so the Seven of Pentacles is really building on top of the other, progression, and seeing those kinds of benefits coming through. So I definitely feel like, your career path or interests that you're working on, I feel like it's aligned and that but I do see that, opening yourself up to judgment, critique, feedback, comments, stuff like that could be a little bit challenging. But at the end of the day, there are people who are benefiting from what you're providing and what you're supplying. And if this is something that you're not actively doing and just considering, I still feel like this can be helpful. This advice can be helpful in terms of preparing yourself for the type of things people can say. But ultimately, Three of Cups, I do feel like there's other people like supporting this. And I do feel there's a lot of reward with feeling fulfilled and being able to celebrate, inviting happiness, inviting friendship. Like, I do feel like you can have some really good friendships with this work, like on a personal level. So whether it's like, clients really being so grateful, really learning from you, that to where you stay in touch and feel like you have support, on a business level and professional level. So I don't know. I just really feel like there's possibility for strong connections, for healing, for growth, development, of course, and reward. I do. Okay, readings are for entertainment purposes only. Only you know what's going on with you, and you make your own decisions. But I feel like this is a really good spread. All right, I'm going to pull one last card for you guys. This song just came up, and I don't know the words, but it's like the rhythm of the night. The rhythm of the night, something like that. So I don't know. It just feels very celebratory and free-spirited. Okay. Last card for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We got Come to Stillness. All right, I've already read this card before, so I'm just going to read straight to the point. So let's see here. It says the third card in the suit of gender. Nope, I'm on the wrong one. Because there's two purples here. One's like I guess a dark one, even though they look the same to me. Okay, so come to stillness. Trying to find it. So there are many ways to quiet one's mind. In our 21st century age of information, finding a technique or practice to achieve this is only a Google search away. However, whatever approach you are attracted to, persistence is required. Without focus, today's instant accessibility to everything known can end up distracting us from realizing our soul potential. Come to Stillness reminds you that experience is in the luminous test of truth. Embrace the transforming quality of stillness. Discover the finer vibratory aspect of being and step through the portal to experience your higher self and the world of spirit. Why is stillness a key to transformation? Do you know how to stop? In the midst of unceasing motion and activity, stop. Yeah, I definitely feel like with this Ten of Swords card, the first thing with earlier I was talking about, having a lack of energy. And so I feel like, somebody could be going through the motions. And that's why that Knight of Cups was very significant of like, opening up to follow desire. And so I feel like if you're going through the motions and not really listening to where your desire is leading you, then this is where this come to stillness card is basically like, okay, you need to pause for a moment and really listening to where you're being guided and directed. And then also with the stillness card, it allows you to filter out. So like I said, if you're getting a lot of feedback or commentary about what you're saying, what service you're putting out, what item you're putting out, stuff like that, coming to stillness allows you to come back to your own voice and also the voice of spirit. and walling off, things that are judgmental, that are criticizing, and be able to hear to the point of things. So, like for me, when people say like judgmental sentences, I will reframe it and be like, oh, okay, so what I hear you saying is, I could, I could benefit from adding XYZ. Okay, thank you for that. So, like, literally anything that somebody says, you can take it and reframe it to where it's not so harsh and judgmental, and interrupts your peace of mind and sense of direction. All right. So, that is your reading, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Good luck on your journey and take care.